Hello dear students, today we are going to see the staining of bacteria, which is one of the method used for the identification. So the aim is to study the given sample of organism by using simple staining technique. The requirements are broth culture of E. coli or Bacillus subtilis or Staphylococcus aureus. We have used the broth culture of E. coli. Then the stains are methylene blue or crystal violet or carbon We have used methylene blue. Apparatus is staining tray, glass slides, Bunsen burner and inoculate. Equipment is microscope. So basically staining technique, it is used for the identification of the bacteria. So identification is one of the major responsibilities. Samples of blood, tissues, water, food, and cosmetics are examined daily in laboratories for the presence of contaminants and pathogenic microorganisms. And for this examination, staining technique is also used. So, what is a stain? It is an organic compound containing a benzene ring with chromophore and oxochrome. The chromophore is responsible for imparting the color to the compound, and oxochrome is the one which increases the activity of the chromophore. So different staining techniques are used for the visualization, differentiation and separation of bacteria. Then dyes, two types of dyes are there, basic dyes and acidic dyes. Basic dyes are the one which have positively charged chromophore on them. Okay. So they bind to the negatively charged molecules like nucleic acid, many proteins, and surfaces of bacterial and archaeal cells. So example of basic dyes is methylene blue, basic fuchsin, crystal violet, safranine, malachite green, etc. Acidic dyes. Acidic dyes, they have negatively charged chromophore and they bind to positively charged cell structures. The example are eosin, nigrosin, rose bengal, Congo red, and acid fuchsin. Many people use stains and dyes interchangeably, but these two terms are different. So, what is a dye? That is a coloring agent that is used for general purposes is called a dye, and a coloring agent which is used for biological purposes, it is known as a stain. So types of staining techniques are what? Two types of staining technique are there. That is simple staining, which uses a single stain for visualization of morphological shape and arrangement of bacteria, and differential staining, which uses two contrasting stain which is separated by decolorizing agent. That is differentiate the bacteria, and this is only used solely for the identification. So differential staining, it is again divided into two parts. Identification, that is the gram staining, and acid fast staining. While for the visualization of the structure, spore staining and capsule staining is used. So today we are going to see the simple staining technique. So what is the principle of simple staining technique? It is the easy and quick way to determine the shape, size and morphology of the bacteria. So In simple staining, it involves use of a single stain instead of using two stain and decolorizer. In simple staining, we have only the single stain. Any basic dye such as methylene blue, safranin, or crystal violet can be used to color the bacterial cell. So in simple staining, we are using the basic dye. So these stains readily give up the hydroxide ion and accept a hydrogen ion, which leaves the stain positively charged. So basic dye, as I have told you, they have this positively charged chromophore. Now the cell wall of the bacteria is negatively charged. So this positively charged chromophore get easily adsorbed on the surface of the cell surface and impart the color. So that is the mechanism. So as I have told you, the surface of the bacterial cell, it has acidic characteristics due to the a large amount of COH group present on the cell surface. Now the COH group is due to the acids like teichoic acid or amino acids which are present on the cell surface. So in nature, this COH group is gets ionized and forms CO minus and H plus. So this H plus, it reacts with the oxygen and form the water, and this H plus in nature get replaced by another positively charged ion like Na plus. So the surface of unstained bacterial cell is represented like this. Okay. So whenever the stain is added like methylene blue, that is the basic stain which has this positively charged chromophore, that is methylene blue chloride. So when it is added into this bacterial suspension, this Na plus get replaced with this methylene blue, which is the positively charged chromophore, and you will get the bacterial cell stained with blue color. So that is the mechanism of simple staining, that the bacterial cell gets is negatively charged due to the ionization of the acidic groups on its cell surface, and in nature the CO minus, it gets attached to another positively charged ions like Na plus, and when we are adding a basic stain, the negatively charged cell wall attract the positively charged chromophore and it imparts the color. So basic dyes are commonly used for monochrome staining. That is, the simple staining is also known as monochrome staining. Example is methylene blue, crystal violet, carbamazepine and safranin. And on addition of methylene blue, it ionizes to form methylene blue plus and chloride. So exchange of methylene blue with Na plus takes place, resulting in ionic bond formation at the cell surface. Thus, it causes staining of the cell. So, commonly used basic dyes are methylene blue, crystal violet, carbamazepine. In bracket, they have given the holding time which should be used. So, after addition of methylene blue, you have to wait for 2 to 3 minutes so that it will allow the stain to react with the bacterial cell and impart its color. Okay? You cannot immediately remove it, otherwise the bacteria will not get properly stained. So this was about the principle. Now we'll see the procedure.
Hello dear students, today we are going to see the next experiment, that is to study the given sample of microorganism by simple staining technique. Simple staining technique is also known as monochrome staining technique because we are using only one single stain for the of the bacteria. So the basic purpose of staining technique is what? It is used for the identification of the bacteria and to study the morphology, shape, size, arrangement of the bacteria. So the procedure for this technique is, first of all you have to take a clean glass slide, then you have to prepare the bacterial smear using nichrome wire loop with the help of heat fixation technique. After that, after preparation of bacterial smear, you have to add methylene blue or any basic dye, whether it is crystal violet, carbon fuchsin, any you can use. But in today's experiment, I am using the methylene blue dye. So you have to add the methylene blue dye on this bacterial smear for 1 to 2 minutes and allow it to react for this much of time. After it is allowed to react, you have to tilt this slide and remove the excess stain and then wash it with water. After washing it with water, air dry it and observe it under microscope under 100x oil immersion objective. Start the procedure. So students, now we are going to see the simple staining technique. So for this we require, that is very first is the broth culture of the any microorganism. Here I have taken the broth culture of the E. coli. Then any basic dye, so I have used here methylene blue, then nichrome wire loop, slide, distilled water, microscope and staining tray. So let's start this experiment. So now we are going to prepare the bacterial smear. So for that I have taken this broth culture of E. coli. I will sterilize this nichrome wire loop. Here you can see you have to sterilize it until it becomes red hot. Then I will remove this cotton and I will flame this mouth of the culture tube, and then I will place nichrome wire loop in the culture, again reflame it and close it. So now we are going to prepare the bacterial smear. For this I have taken this broth culture of E. coli, and for the preparation of smear I have taken this nichrome wire loop. So first I will sterilize this nichrome wire loop. So you have to sterilize this nichrome wire loop until it becomes red hot. Now I will open this mouth of the culture tube, flame it, and then I will dip the nichrome wire loop into this sample. Again reflame it and then I will close it. Now I have taken this green glass slide. I will smear it, the bacterial sample, on the surface of this green glass slide. Here you can see the smear, and I will again sterilize this nichrome wire loop and place it aside. Now after preparation of this bacterial smear, I will heat fix it by passing it over the flame. Do not overheat it, otherwise the bacteria, they can get killed. So likewise here you can see the smear has been prepared. Now we will stain this bacterial smear with the basic dye, that is the methylene blue. You have to flood this smear with the methylene blue. And allow it to react for 1 to 2 minutes. So we will keep this aside and allow it to react for 1 to 2 minutes. Now after 1 to 2 minutes, now we will wash this stain with water. You have to hold the slide in tilted position, so whatever is the excess stain which is present on the slide, it will be removed. You have to continue washing until you get the decolorized water. Now the slide is ready. You just have to air dry it. So I will keep it for air drying. Now here you can see the slide is air dried, and now you will observe it under the microscope under 100x oil immersion objective. Now I am placing this slide under microscope. And I will observe it on 100x objective. So I will place a drop of oil and observe it under 100.
Now we'll see the procedure which we have already discussed. That is, prepare the bacterial smear and heat. Then place a slide on staining tray and flood the smear with one of the indicated stain using the appropriate exposure time for each. Now we have used methylene blue, so we have hold it for 1 to 2 minutes. Then gently wash the smear with tap water to remove the excess stain. During this stain, pour the slide parallel to stream of water. In this way, you can reduce the loss of organism from the preparation. Then using bulbous paper, blot dry, but do not wipe the slide, or you can air dry also. And examine the slide under oil immersion microscope. So this is the pictorial presentation of how to perform the simple staining. We have taken from the liquid media. And in case of the solid media, you have to take this slide, add a drop of water, and take a bacterial colony and smear it, and then again air dry and heat fix it. In the second step, you have to add the methylene blue or any other basic stain, and no need of iodine. Directly you can wash it with water, air dry it, and observe it under the oil immersion objective. So likewise results can be obtained after simple staining. And what is the observation? When we have observed the E. coli under oil immersion microscope, blue colored rod shaped bacteria were observed. So likewise you have to write the observation, and the result is the given sample of microorganism was studied using simple staining technique. Then what can be the possible questions asked for synopsis and viva regarding this experiment? That is, define stain and classify stain. Then describe the mechanism of staining the bacteria with methylene blue. Then why staining is required. Classify different staining methods. Differentiate between stain and dye. Explain the principle of simple staining. Give examples of basic stain. So this was all about the simple staining. Thank you for listening.